What's going on, guys? It's Dorian from Cravings, and today we're gonna review every single card from Ignition Assault. The pre-release slash sneak preview comes out this weekend, which will be a couple days from now. A lot of people on the team, friends, family, stores, everybody wants to pick up cards from this set. But no one specifically can tell me what is really good about the Ignisters. So I'm going to read through each one. I'm going to review some of the cards that I think will be really good. I'm going to talk about some of the cards that could show play or be interesting for competitive. And we're just going to go through the whole list and see what this set's all about finally. So to start, we've got Annihilator Archfiend. He's a dark level 9. You can target one card you control, one card your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you destroy a face-up Fiend monster by this effect, this card gains attack equal to half of the Fiend monster's original attack until the end of the turn. This is kind of a waste card. Picari Ignister. So the first Ignister. It's a light, level 4. The Ignisters seem to be Cyberse from what I can tell. Yeah, they're all pretty much Cyberse. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one AI spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So normal summon or special, it's a searcher. You can target one Ignister monster you control. Its level becomes 4 until the end of the turn. Neat. Okay. Only each effect is once per turn. Okay, that's fine. Bururu is a level 3 wind Ignister, but this one's the tuner. If this card is normal or special, you can send one Ignister monster from your deck to your graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a synchro summon of a Cyberse monster, you can target one monster in your graveyard that was used for that synchro summon, except Bururu. Special summon that monster. Oh wow, it's like a little mini what's that new card coming out? That new synchro card, the new Link. They changed the name, so I forgot what it's called. I'm talking about Needle Fiber. Doyen Ignister is a dark level 4. If this card is normal or special, you can target one Ignister monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a Link summon, you can target one AI spell or trap in your graveyard, add it to your hand, and only use each effect of Ignister. So it's interesting that they're referring to these cards as AI. And like the archetype is like the symbol with Ignister with the eye. So does that mean it is interchangeable? So if it doesn't say AI, it is referring to Ignister. I guess we'll see later in the spells and traps if they actually are AI spells. The fire is a level 2 though, because God forbid they make another fire level 3. If this card is normal or special, you can add one level 4 or lower Ignister monster from your deck to your hand. So basically just another normal searcher. So this one gets you a monster. The yellow one gets you the spell or trap. This one revives from grave, and this one specials a monster that was used for a synchro, but it can't be the tuner of itself. At the start of the damage step, when your Cyberse monster battles, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy the monster you control. Oh, weird. Okay, cool. I don't know if that's neat. It sounds like a weird concept to banish a card from grave and then also destroy a monster you control. If you control, and the water's level 1, what kind of nonsense is this? If you control an Ignister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You contribute one other Cyberse monster, add one level 5 or higher Ignister monster from your deck to your hand, and if you do, this card becomes level 4 until the end of turn. Then, if you tributed a Link monster to activate this effect, you can add one AI ritual. Oh, right. There's everything. This archetype is everything. You can add one AI ritual from your deck to your hand. Fine. Sure. This is Hiyari. And then Doshin, if you control an Ignister monster, you can special this card from your hand. You can target one Cyberse Link monster in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, add one AI Love Fusion from your deck to your hand. Wow, a Poly Searcher. Nice to have one of those. Nice. Danyoribo. Oh, it's like Karibo, but it's not. Right? Is that what that is? It's dark, level 1. During damage calc, if your Ignister monster's attack, quick effect, you can discard this card. You take no battle damage. Of course, it is definitely Karibo. When an Ignister monster effect or AI spell or trap effect is activated that inflicts damage to your opponent, even during the damage step, quick effect, you can banish this card and double the damage. That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. Ancient Warriors. Oh, okay, so we got the Ignisters, we got Ancient Warriors. Masterful Sun Mu. While you control another Ancient Warrior monster, your opponents cannot target this card for attacks. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard, add one Ancient Warrior, so Searcher, but you have to send one from your hand or field to the graveyard, so Diagram on a card? Yeah, this is Monster Diagram. If your other Ancient Warrior monster effect is activated, you can target one monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. And it's a bounce. Neat. Level 4 bounce. These are all waters. You can target one continuous spell or trap you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, add one Ancient Warrior spell or trap from your deck to your hand. If your other Ancient Warriors... Whoa, can these play with Dracos? It's Beast Warrior. Continuous. If your other Ancient Warrior monster's effect is activated during the damage step, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. No, that's pretty okay. It's not busted, but it's pretty okay. You can target one continuous spell or trap you control, send it to the graveyard. If you do, this says the same thing. This goes from your deck to your hand. This goes from your graveyard to your hand. If your other Ancient Warrior monster effect is activated, target one or spell or trap. This pops monsters. No, this negates monsters. This pops spells and traps. Whoa, there's so many Ancient Warriors. Okay, the wind ones. While you control another Ancient Warrior, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks, blah blah. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon one Ancient Warrior from your deck. Except this dude. When an attack is declared involving another Ancient Warrior's monster you control, you can draw a card. Yeah, but all these cards... Oh, this is the level 4. This is the level 7. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can... It should just say if your opponent controls a monster and you don't. You can special summon this card from your hand. So, free special, level 7. Okay. You cannot target another Ancient Warrior monster you control with card effects. Sorry. Your opponent can't target Ancient Warrior monsters you control with card effects. That's fine. They all pretty much have this effect. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Ancient Warriors Loyal Guanyin once per turn. Valiant Zhang Di gains 300 attack for each monster your opponent controls during your turn only. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If you control 2 or more Ancient Warrior monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can activate this effect. This card can make up to 2 attacks during the battle phase. Okay, I mean, the Ancient Warrior archetype so far seems like, meh, not that great. Maybe it'll be busted, but winds and waters are not necessarily most relevant. Karakuri Bonds MDL 9763, is that model? So this is a robot. Kunamzan. Level 5 Earth, machine. Okay, that's level 5 machines. Seems legit. This card must attack if able. If this card is targeted for an attack, change the battle. You can see that, right? You can change the battle position of this card. If this card is in your hand, you can target one Karakuri monster you control, change its battle position. If you do, special summon this card as a tuner. Also, you cannot special summon monsters in the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Earth Machines. So this goes into trains, I guess. Scrap? Earth Machine trains? This card must attack. This is Shiro Kunishi. Why are these names? We go through this every single time. Why Konami makes stupid ass names. Sometimes they come up with really stupid names, but this is like weird, stupid Japanese names for no reason. This card must attack if able. If this card is targeted for an attack, this is a tuner, by the way, another Karakuri card. Change the battle position of this card. Quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Karakuri monster you control, change its battle position. Okay, so they just change battle positions. Nothing cool. A new Chronomaly, that's kind of nice. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send one Chronomaly monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Target one face-up monster on the field. It loses attack equal to the level/rank of the monster sent to the graveyard times 200. Pretty okay. A number exceed monster that was summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect. This card can attack 2 monsters each battle phase. You can only use Rocket once a turn. A lot of Nothing really fancy about that. Arcjet Lightcraft. This card looks kind of cool. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Seems normal because it's a level 9. If this card is normal or special, you can target one level 8 or lower machine in your graveyard, special it in defense mode, and if you do, its level becomes level 9. Also negate its effects. You can only use this effect of Arcjet Lightcraft once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters in the extra deck except Machine Exceeds. You know who's a Machine Exceed? Ding. But he's not a level 9. He's not a rank 9. So if there are oh, but this is trains, right? This is trains because they're higher than level 9 or they're level 9s. Dude, trains are getting some real love, some real hidden love in here. Time Thief. Oh yeah, the Time Thief support. That's nice. Time Thief, Chronocorder. During your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, you contribute this card. The next battle damage you take from opponent's monster's attack this turn is inflicted to your opponent instead. So it's on-field Karibo, but like Mirror Force? On-field Mirror Force. If a face-up Exceed monster you control leaves the field by card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. And it's a free monster. Body on board, I guess. Ooh, a new Unchained. You can special summon Abominable Unchained Soul once per turn. If a card or cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can discard one card, destroy one card on the field. Whoa. Whoa. Let's be clear. It's a dark level 8 with 3,000 attack. It says you can only special summon Abominable Unchained Souls once per turn. Why does it pluralize them? That means you can summon more than one per turn. Okay? At the same time, though. It's only once per turn, but it can happen at the same time. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. So if you have multiple in your hand, and a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can free special as many as 3. That's cracked. Okay? If this card is special summoned, you can discard one card, destroy one card of the field. Okay? So almost Masterpiece. Once per turn during the end phase. If this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent there this turn, you can special this card, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. Also pretty good. Wow, dude, that's pretty sick. I don't know the Abominable or the Unchained cards very well, so I'll have to look at those to see how good this card is, but it sounds really sick. Of course, our lovely Sky Striker support, as soon as Engage gets banned, Sky Striker Ace Rose. If a Sky Striker Ace monsters is normal or special, except for Ace Rose, except during the damage step, so not when Ray is special summoned from when you kill a Sky Striker, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an opponent's monster in the extra monster zone is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of your card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special this card. Then you can negate the effects of one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn. If an opponent's monster in the extra monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special this. So you attack over something, send or destroy their card. You can special him for free and it negates a monster. This seems so complicated for no reason. I really don't see it being useful. I can see it like being played. I can see it being tested, but I don't see it being useful. Especially without Engage. Not here in the TCG, no thank you. We got some more Witchcrafters. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card, discard one spell. Special summon a Witchcrafter from your deck. This is basically useless information. Utgarda, the Generator Boss of Delusion. I had the lovely experience of playing against generators for my first round at the Toronto Regional. It was easy. You can only control one Utgarda Generator Boss of Delusion. You contribute 2 generator monsters and or rock monsters, target one card on the field, and banish it. Light level 9, huh? That has a quick effect. Tribute 2 monsters, including a or the tokens, and banish a card on field. That's pretty busted. From experiencing what this guy was doing when he was summoning as much tokens as possible, if this thing was on the field, he can tribute 2 tokens and do it, but he can only do it once a turn. So it's a free tribute 2 free tokens and banish a card? Seems pretty nuts. Ghost Trick Fairy. Cannot be normal summon unless you control a Ghost Trick. Who cares about the Ghost Tricks? No one's playing Ghost Tricks. I'm going to skip this card because it's stupid, but it looks kind of cute. It's still stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. The new Gizmak. Let's see how good this Gizmak is. Gizmak Kaku, the Supreme Shining Sky Stag. Fire, level 9, machine, 2750, 2750 instead of 2450 like Gizmak, Orochi. If a monster is in the extra monster zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. Period. So if there's a monster in that zone, you can special for free. It's not a quick effect. You can target one face-up monster in the extra monster zone, equip that face-up monster to this card. So he's a... what are those cards? Restrict? He's a restrict. He can only equip maximum 1. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one of the monsters equipped to this card. Ooh, you crack down, steal a monster, and then resummon it. So you steal their big monster, you attack their little monster, you kill their little monster, and then you special the monster you equipped. And you can only use once per turn. That's pretty okay. It's not as busted as you would think, but like, this is actually a really good going second card. This is actually like, this could fill the void that Pankratops was missing. It's only for monster removal, but like, seems pretty, like, this is an easy, really, really easy Link 2, right? You battle, steal a monster, special summon their monster, Link 2, removes the monster, removes this monster for one card. Pretty nuts. Cataclysmic Crusted Calcifida, I guess. If a face-up Earth monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then if you send one monster from your deck to the graveyard... Oh, wow, he's a dumper. This is a dumper. This is a train dumper. Earth monsters. Again, we got lots of Earth monsters. More Earth monsters than I've ever seen, honestly, in a set. You can discard one zombie monster, Jacobolan. Special summon this card from your hand during your opponent's main phase. Quick effect, you can target one zombie monster in either graveyard, special summon that monster, but banish it when it leaves the field. Ooh, so when you make all the monsters zombies in both fields and graveyards, you can special steal a monster. That's pretty nice. Ibisella Lutea. Cannot be destroyed by battle while you control another monster. Neither player can target... Oh. Stun? Is that you? Cannot be destroyed by battle while you control another monster. Neither player can target face-up spells or traps you control with card effects. That looks like stun. It's a plant too. What an awkward typing. That seems nuts. You just need two monsters on the field. And this negates everything. All fields. This is field spells right here. Field spells and continuous. Actually, no, it doesn't negate it. What the hell am I saying? Neither player can target face-up spell. It protects you. I don't know. This is good for stun. This is like your third layer to protect the continuous spell that protects your field spell, which is just Mystic Mine or some shit like that. This could be neat. I'd be happy to see this in a deck. I'd be happy to summon this at a regional on me or something, round 1 for sure. Absolutely. Obsessive Uvaloop. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one synchro monster you control or in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, special summon this card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one synchro monster you control in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, add this card to your hand. Yeah, definitely a loop to me. And it's a tuner. Daruma Dropper. Quick effect, you can detach this card. You can detach one material from an Exceed monster you control and target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change his attack to 0 until the end of the turn. If an Exceed monster you control would activate an effect by detaching materials, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead of one of those materials. You can only use each effect of Dropper once per turn. This could be relevant. This could be really, really relevant in the future. It could be, because it's a level 4 and it's a warrior. Very, very relevant. Transcicada? If this card is special summoned, you can special one Molt token. It's an insect token. While the token is special summoned by this effect on the field, you cannot special summon monsters in the extra deck except insect monsters. Wasted card. Squeak Knight. This is going to be such a stupid card when I open my freaking packs, bro. If this card is special summoned, you can activate the effect. Treat this card as a tuner this turn, so it becomes a tuner. Also, you can only special summon monsters once from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Once per turn, you can either target one face-up monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. If this equipped monster will be destroyed by battle, or card effect, destroy this card instead. So you need protection. That's kind of stupid. Union archetype, bleh, lame. Battle Survivor. At the end of the battle phase, add one card from your graveyard to your hand except Battle Survivor that was sent there during this battle phase while you controlled this face-up card. Never relevant, not important. Cupid Serve. Unaffected by the activated effects of monsters except monsters whose level is equal or lower than this card. Level 2. You can banish up to 3 cards from your graveyard and increase this card's level by that number. That's good. It can go up to level 5. Until the end of the turn, you can only use this effect of Cupid Serve once per turn. This isn't quick effect. So, like, what are you negating that's level 4? You summon it, you have to use an effect to banish 3 cards from your graveyard. Doesn't get over border. It doesn't negate border. That's stupid. Alright. Water Leviathan, add Ignister. You can ritual summon this card with AI's ritual. If This card is ritual summon. You can return all monsters your opponent controls with 2300 or less attack to the hand. Maybe against Salad. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, return all link monsters from your graveyard to the extra deck, and if you do, change that targeted monster's attack to 0. You can only use this effect of Leviathan once per turn, once per battle, during damage. If this card battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can have the attack of the opponent's monster during that damage calculation only. Could be relevant, doesn't seem that important. Maybe if this was 2700 and 2300 instead of 2300, I really feel like this is relevant because like it doesn't even negate like a lot of the cards in the meta. Unless this is like a one card summon, it just seems like super not worth. Megalith Ophiel. Ritual summon this card with a Megalith card. If this card is ritual summon, add one Megalith monster. There's a lot of Megaliths here. I guess I should read them all. This adds a Megalith spell or trap from your deck to your hand during the main phase. You can activate this effect. Ritual summon one ritual monster from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field, including the card on your field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster. Oh, you can go higher. That's nice. That's nice. This is draw a card, discard a card. This one is ritual summon monsters from your hand by attributing monsters in your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed. This is just a boss monster. It doesn't do anything. Monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense for each ritual monster, so it's a buffer. This one's... What does this one do? Discard, ritual summon 1. If this card is ritual summon, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of monsters with different names in your deck, destroy them. Different names in graveyard, destroy them. Okay, I can see that being relevant. I can see it not being good, but I can see it being relevant. You can ritual summon this card with a Megalith card during the main phase. Yeah, discard, ritual, whatever, blah, blah. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, quick effect, you can place one ritual monster from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck. So you shuffle back a ritual monster, and then you negate a card. That could be relevant. That could be relevant. But with only like 4 monsters, if I... 5? 6? If I don't know the... Like, is that enough? Like, I guess I shouldn't say that, right? Draco played with 6 monsters. But, like, that just doesn't seem like enough. And you need more than 1 of each. I guess maybe it's relevant. Alright, Earth Golem Adignister. 1 Cyberse monster plus 1 Link monster. Earth, level 7. Cyberse, 2300. Again, very low. After this card is fusion summoned, you take no damage for the rest of the turn. Pretty okay. If this card attacks a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, this card gains attack equal to its original attack during the damage step only, so it doubles to 46. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard except Golem Adignister, special summon it. 1 Cyberse, 1 Link. That's free fodder for Salad. That's a free Salad card right there. 1 Link, 1 Cyberse. You take no damage. If this battles, it doubles its damage. Alright, Wind Pegasus. During the main phase, destroy spell or traps your opponent controls up to the number of Adignister monsters you control. If another card you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this card is on the field or in the graveyard, you can banish it, then target 1 card your opponent controls and shuffle it back into the deck. Also pretty good. Karakuri Super Shogun. If this card is synchro summon, you can special summon 1 Karakuri monster from the deck. That's not relevant. Alright, Light Dragon Adignister. 2 level 4s. Alright, this is your rank 4. Let's see how important this is. This is your title card. This is the card that's on the pack. This is your firewall. This is the thing that is supposed to be important, okay? And they're using this to hide this one. So we'll talk about this one first. If a monster you control would be destroyed by battle or would be destroyed by card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. So detach. Oh, it's got freaking it's mini ding. It's mini ding because it's only a monster. It's not any card. So you can protect everything with this by detaching 1. And then you can only use 1 of each of the following effects per turn. So one of them is you can detach 1 material from this card, destroy a face-up monster your opponent controls up to the number of Adignisters, so maximum 5 or 6. When another Cyberse monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, special summon 1 Link monster from your graveyard. And it seems like enough. It seems like actual follow-up. Dark Templar Adignister. Again with the 2300. They're all 2300. 3 monsters with different names. 3 down arrows. If a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, even during the damage step, you can special summon as many level 4 or lower Adignister monsters from your graveyard as possible. This card points to, but their effects are negated. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one Cyberse monster from your graveyard. It's all like battle relevant. I feel like we're moving back into this like super grind game that I just don't know. I don't know if this will even be good. I would love to see it though. Someone build this, not Cody. Anyone build this that wants to. Actually, Cody, build it. You might know exactly what you're doing. Fire Phoenix Adignister is left, right, and down. 2+ Cyberse monsters. Dark Templar has 3 monsters with different names, but Phoenix is 2+ Cyberse monsters. Okay? During the damage calc, if this card attacks, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's attack, and if you do, your opponent takes no battle damage from that battle. What? So they don't take battle damage, but they take 2300 burn? Interesting. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. During this next standby phase, after the Sling Summon card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special this card from your graveyard, obviously, because it's a Phoenix. Every fucking Phoenix card in the game says you can special it after the turn that it died. Okay? I get it. I get it. Every Phoenix in the game, I got it. They're smart. They know what a Phoenix is. That's all Konami's proving to me. Cross Sheep. This one. Earth. Link. 2. 700 attack. It's a beast. 2 monsters with different names, so generic as fuck. If a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, you can apply the following effects in sequence based on the card types of the monster or monsters this card points to. So if it's a ritual, you draw 2, you discard 2. Busted. Fusion, special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard. Busted. Just instant fusion into this. Instant fusion into this. Synchro, all monsters you control gain 700 attack. Seems pretty legit. Exceed, all monsters your opponent controls lose 700 attack. That doesn't really matter much. I don't know about this. I would love to see it be relevant. This is going to be like an OTS reprint as a super because it's only coming out as a rare, I bet. Also, the Earth Charmer. This is the Starlight secret, right? 2 monsters, including an Earth. You can target 1 Earth monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special it. Okay, it's pretty simple. This card is linked summon, destroyed by battle or card effect while it's in its owner's monster zone. Not EMZ, but monster zone. You can add 1 Earth monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. Blah. Puke. Cannot be used as link material for the turn it's link summoned, so then why is it important? It's a link 1. We rarely get link 1s these days. This card in the extra monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster in the main monster zone, so you just take a shit ton of damage. Oh, just kidding. It's a new Link Rebo. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster in the EMZ, you can return both that opponent's monster and this card to the deck. Wow, what a bad Link Rebo. Okay, Ignister AI Land. A field spell. Of course, this card better be broken busted, okay? If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower add Ignister monster from your hand. Busted. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the same original attribute by the effect of Ignister AI Land. Also, you cannot special summon monsters except Cyberse monsters, even if the field spell leaves the field. If this card is in your graveyard, you banish 1 Ignister monster from your graveyard and set the field spell. Holy crap, that's busted. I don't know about the restrictions too much, but the resetting itself is kind of busted. It's kind of really broken. TAI Strike. Or the TAI Strike. During damage calc, if your monster battles an opponent's monster, your battling monster's attack becomes the opponent's monster's attack, so it flips the attack. During that damage calculation only. Oh no, so they crash. Also, the controller of any monster destroyed by that battle takes damage equal to its original attack. So they crash. We both burn. And then I can banish this card. What? I don't even see how this is relevant. Okay, but this is an AI spell. I understand. AI dull? Why? What is why? That's TAI Strike, right? This is idle. But it's AI dull reborn. Target 1 Ignister monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn after this card resolves except Cyberse monsters. When an attack is declared involving 2 monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard and 1 card from your hand and target 1 AI spell or trap that is banished during your graveyard. Add that card to your hand. AI love fusion. Fusion summon one Cyberse fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as materials. Oh, if you use one Adagnister monster as fusion material, you can use one Link monster your opponent controls. We're moving out of Link, so I feel like the set's just so dead. Cyberse Ritual, Ancient Warrior Saga. These spells are so poopy. All of these are just the spells that we listed on previous cards. Condolence Puppet, that's a gimmick card. This is a Herald Beast card. Time Thief Startup. Special summon one Time Thief monster from your hand. During the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one Time Thief Exceed monster you control. Attach 3 Time Thief cards of different types, monster, spell, and trap, from your graveyard to that monster's material. That seems pretty busted. Sky Striker Maneuver Scissor Cross. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target one level 4 Sky Striker Ace monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Or if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, special summon it instead. That's pretty okay. I like the art. The art's really good. You can't see it here, but it's probably going to look sick. A Mayakashi card, we don't need it. A Dragon Maid card, we don't need it. Disposable Learner Device, we don't need it. Kajikuri Curse, send one level 9 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, draw 2. That could be useful. Level 9's coming in and out. The card that I was searching for earlier, just to confirm that it's on here, Lightning Storm. The only thing you guys need to know about Lightning Storm is if you control no face-up cards, relevant. And you can only activate one Lightning Storm per turn. So if it gets judgmented or negated in any way, you can't do it again. So it doesn't seem as good as people thought it was. I guess we'll see though. We'll still play it for back row. If they don't have the judgment, you win. If they have the judgment, it's a waste of card. I guess it's not wasted because you got rid of the judgment. Double-edged sword. Equip monster gains 2,000 attack. Both players take any battle damage from attacks involving the equipped monster. If you take 2,000 or more battle damage, send this card to the graveyard. Yikes. AI Shadow. Targeting one Adagnister monster you control. It gains 800 attack. Also, monsters your opponents control must attack that monster you control if able. If this card and its owner's spell or trap has left the field because of an effect and is now in the graveyard or banished, draw 1 card. Seems relevant. Megalith Traps. Karakuri Crash In. All Exceed monsters you control gain 800 attack. Busted. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spell, then target 1 Exceed monster you control, special summon it from your extra deck, 1 number C monster or 1 C Exceed monster with the same type as the monster you control, but 1 rank higher. Nah. When a spell or trap card is activated while you control a Time Thief, Exceed, negate the activation. Oh, it's their own counter trap. Nice. You negate it and you steal it. That's nuts. Sales Pitch. This one's supposed to be good. If your opponent adds cards or a card from the deck to the hand, except by drawing them by their card effect, reveal 1 card from your deck and add it to your hand. But you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same name for the rest of the turn. So, I guess the method behind this is you can't use the hand trap that you add to hand, right? But you can guarantee that your turn is going to be nuts, right? So, you sales pitch in the Lightning Storm. You're going to use the Lightning Storm. So now you're basically telling them, if you make this board, I'm going to break it. Right? Like, I'm gonna Dark Ruler you. So go ahead. But, like, this is turn 3. Like, you're gonna use whatever card on turn 3. So this could be a really good card. This could be like Sanctum going into the next format. Like, this is much better. Like, you said it, they play, then you play, and you win. Right? That's how relevant that seems. Armory Call. Add one equip spell from your deck to your hand. Then equip it to an appropriate monster. What? These cards are ass. Both players must keep their hands revealed this turn. While their hands are revealed by this effect, if they both have a card with the same name in their hands, neither player can activate cards with that name of their effects. Mutually Affirmed Destruction. Bro, if I have a Lightning Storm, and then I flip this on you, and you reveal your hand, and I reveal my hand, we both have Lightning Storm, you can't Lightning Storm me. What a stupid trap. This could be really relevant if the meta gets super like degenerate and we're all playing the same deck. Because then I just keep a card in my hand that's like a starter card or something and I don't get rid of it. But like, I really don't see this played. It could be played, but I don't see it played. This is the new mat, this head judging one. When a monster on the field activates effects, you can make the activating player toss a coin and call it. If they call it right, send this card to the graveyard. If they call it wrong, negate that effect's activation. And if you do, change control of that monster to their opponent. What kind of stupid? What? Judges don't do that. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. Guard Ghost. No, this is a stupid card. Feedrin, the Winds of Mischief. Also stupid. 9 lives, Cat. 2 level 9s. Your opponent cannot target other monsters you control that were special summoned from the graveyard with card effects. Could be good. 3,000 defense, 3,300 defense. Could be really good. Execution of the contract. Reveal 1 ritual monster in your hand. The equipped monster becomes the revealed monster's level until the end of the turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster is tributed, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. Pop it. Oh god, there's so much coming out of this set, dude. We're almost at the bottom. Plunder Patrol. If you haven't seen any of the people that review the Plunder Patrol cards, Team Samurai X1 did one of those. I'll add it as a card right now. I'm not going to review these cards. They're all poopy. They don't seem good. They're basically just like a little bit cooler for hires. Blackbeard, Pirates. If you guys like Pirates, play Plunder Patrol. That's not good though. Marinsas Pascalis, there's support here. If this card is normal or special, you can special summon 1 Marinsas monster from your hand in defense position, except Pascalis. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, banish this from the graveyard, then target 1 spell or trap, Marinsas spell or trap in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Seems pretty good. Seems like they needed it. It's a level 4 with 2,000 defense. Time Thief Perpetua. 2 level 4 monsters. During the standby, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 Time Thief monster in your graveyard except Perpetua. Special that monster. Quick effect, target 1 other Exceed monster you control. Attach 1 Time Thief card from your deck to it as a material. So you would special Redoer or something, then quick effect, attach another Time Thief card to it so it can activate its effect, and then go off. All on their turn, which is cracked. If this said during your standby phase, the card would not be good. But this says during the standby phase. So you make this, set up your board, set the counter trap, and you're Gucci gang. Bellcat Fighter, 3 monsters including a token. Finally, some token links again. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, special summon 1 Bellcat token. Oh, it makes another token. Oh, it's a plane, that's why. Code Talker Inverted, 2 Cybursts. If this card is link summon, you can special 1 Cyburst monster from your hand to your zone this card points to, only sideways. You can only use the effect of Code Talker, that's not great. Lingeribo, Dark Link 1, diagonal bottom left arrow. When your opponent activates a trap card, quick effect, you can tribute this card, negate the trap, and if you do, banish it. But you cannot use this on counter traps. If this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can tribute 1 Adignister monster that was summoned from the extra deck, special summon this card. Not great. Link Party. Link Party. Look at this party. This card has 6 effects on it. Tell me how this card is not busted, okay? Apply this effect depending on the number of different original attributes of the link monsters on the field, okay? So, not only is this disgustingly hard to do, it could be really good, but only in Adignister. And it's not searchable. 1, all link monsters you control gain 500 attack. 2, all link monsters your opponents control lose 1,000 attack. You gain 1,500 LP. So you make 3 monsters in time. You make 3 monsters that are different. All the other things, they don't have to be link. Yeah, they have to be links. Inflict 2 damage, 2,000 damage to your opponent. Burn. So it gains in time, or you can burn them in time. Special summon 1 monster with 2,500 or more attack from your deck. Also, like, what? What? That's a free summon for 5. This is an extender card. For sure. And they're trying to make it link so that it's, like, relevant in the future, but it's not. And then effect 6 is destroy all monsters your opponent controls with 3,000 or less attack. How are you getting that far to break their board without them stopping you? Let alone stopping this card. They can let you get all the way to this card and then negate the card. Like, what? None of this negates anything. There's no blanket protection at all. Matching outfits. Both players reveal a top card of their deck, and if they're the same type of card, monster, spell, or trap, both players add them to their hand. Otherwise, banish them. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This set looks like ass. Lightning Storm seems like the only good card that's relevant. Someone has to break Adignisters first. I really do think the Gizmek is okay. I think it'll be fine. I think it could be actually really, really relevant. To fill that spot for Pankratops. I think it's good. I don't see anything good here other than Light Dragon Adignister for Salad. Especially because it's 2 level 4s. As a, like, consistent thing. Sales Pitch seems really good. So there are a couple cards that I would hunt for. That I would specifically get. Hopefully the Time Thieves can be, like, a really good, like, Orcus replacement engine. But yeah, that was it. This was a long video, so thanks for watching the video, guys. If you like the video, subscribe. Like the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think the best cards coming out of the set are, so I can pick them up as soon as possible. And that way, if I'm wrong, I'll believe what you guys say. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.